Hey guys, so today's video is going to be all about makeup brushes. I've already filmed the video and these are all of the brushes. Let me focus this little bad boy. These are all of the brushes that I am getting rid of. Who is proud of your girl? So if you guys didn't figure it out by the title, this is Makeup Mayhem Brushes. This was very highly requested. It's very long. Grab a snack. You guys know the drill. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And let's get started. That was really creepy. Let's just get started. I am praying that that's in focus. So we're going to start, isn't this nail polish so pretty first off? It's a different dimension color that's launching on August 5th. I'll have it down in the description box. I can't stop looking at my nails. It's so pretty. So I'm going to start with brushes that I have had stored away. I don't honestly even know how to do this video, you guys, because I have so many brushes that if I were to go through every single one, honestly, I'm not kidding, we would be here for probably 4 hours. So I'm just going to lay some out. I'm going to show you guys some of the ones that were my favorites or are my favorites, ones that I didn't really care for. I cannot go through every single brush. I wish I could. I'm really sorry. Okay, so let's do this. So these are all brushes that I've had stored away that I haven't really been using. Sometimes I'll like swap back and forth. Like I'll grab this one out and take one that I currently have out and put it away. So I try to, you know, swap them out so that I don't just keep using the same brushes over and over. Okay. So this big Morphe B1 brush, when I first got this, I was like so excited to use it, but I didn't really love this one. I love Morphe brushes. You'll see that most of my brushes are from Morphe, but this was one of the beaver hair, badger. It was something with a B. It was either badger or beaver. I don't know. I just wasn't the biggest fan of this one. This is the Morphe B1. I honestly don't even think you can get this one anymore, but I am going to give this one away. Then I have this little Tarte brush that I thought I was going to love for like wiping away bake or just for like sweeping on like a really pigmented bronzer, but I ended up never ever using it. But I am going to get this one out because I want to give it another shot. I really want to love this brush. I feel like I always forget about it. And I think this was from a holiday set, so I honestly, again, don't think you can get this one. And then this Sedona Lace 813 brush, this is one of their duo fiber brushes. I love Sedona Lace brushes. They're really good quality. This one I just never grabbed for, and I feel like I have other duo fiber brushes that I like a little bit better. This is, like, usually I love Sedona Lace brushes. This one just wasn't one of my favorites, but it's good quality. I just never grabbed for it. So I'm going to give this one away as well. The Sigma F10. I really, really love this brush. I'm going to get this one out to use. This is really good for blush, bronzer, wiping away bake, setting your under eyes. It's one of those brushes that's just very versatile that you can use for like 20 different things. So I'm going to get this one out to use. And like some of these brushes, like this was a little Smashbox brush that came with something. It's so tiny and I don't like it. So that is going. Then this is a JOUER brush. I do like this one. I have another one of these and I keep it in my makeup bag in my purse because it's super tiny, but it's still a good size for like touching up with powder. So I'm definitely keeping this one. I really like this one. Oh, my beloved Morphe M439 brushes. Are these both 439? Yes. I love these brushes. I already have one out that I use. These are 2 backups. And let me apologize that my brushes are for the most part dirty. In a perfect world, I would have sat down last night and washed all of my brushes, but that didn't happen. So I'm sorry if the fact that they're dirty offends anyone. This is life. This is not a perfect world. I am not a perfect person. My brushes are dirty. It'll be okay. So anyway, Morphe 439. I love these for foundation. This one has some little hairs coming out of it. This is probably my all-time favorite foundation brush other than the Sigma F80, which I have coming up somewhere. Definitely gonna keep one of these. I may give one away because I really don't need 3 of them. So I'm gonna give one away, keep one as a backup. I can't get down with fan brushes. I keep trying, I don't know, I just don't love them. This is the Morphe G23. This is from their Gunmetal collection. This is my favorite fan brush. If I had to choose one, I just don't love them in general, but this one is the best one that I own. I'm gonna keep this, I'm gonna get it out, try to show it some love, and try to fall in love with a fan brush. It just doesn't happen for me. I have so many of the Morphe E8 brushes, and like I think the E20 is very similar to this as well. Hang on, I have one right here. Oh, the E45. Like they're basically the exact same brush. I'm praying that that's in focus, you guys. This is my first time filming in this beauty room. So they're like so similar, and I probably have like 4 or 5 more of these. Look, here's one that's similar, the E20. I don't need all of these, so I'm gonna get rid of a few of these because, I mean, come on, like, you're just a hoarder now. Okay, moving on to the next batch. So I have the Morphe G0. This is one of my all-time favorite powder brushes. It's from their Gunmetal collection. It's amazing. It's not my all-time favorite powder brush, but it's up there. So definitely keeping her. And then the Real Techniques powder brush, I'm gonna get rid of this because I have so many powder brushes that I like a little bit better, but if you need a really good quality powder brush from the drugstore, this is the best one that you will find. The quality is amazing. I just have to get rid of some stuff. So sadly, she is going to go. And then I have this LNY flat top brush. There are some LNY brushes that I love. You can find them on eBay, but this one I did not care for. It's like the flat top kabuki, so I'm gonna get rid of this one. Sedona Lace 928. This is a flat top kabuki brush. I never grab for this. I don't ever grab for it, so she's going. Peace out, sister. The buffing brush from Real Techniques. This was one of my very first foundation brushes that I fell in love with. I used to use this for foundation all the time. I am gonna hang on to this because I do like it. You can use it for contouring, you can use it for blush. I don't like it for blush, but I mean you can. But I do like this. I feel like it's versatile, so I'm gonna hang on to her. And then this little Real Techniques setting brush. I have like 5 of these, so this one is going to go, but I am gonna keep one of them. Guys, I gotta speed it up. Seriously, we're gonna be here for hours. Okay, I'm just gonna grab a couple of my either favorites or not so favorites, and then we gotta move on. The Morphe E6 I'm keeping. This is an awesome foundation brush. Sorry, let me shut my phone off. Awesome foundation brush. It's just like a flat top kabuki brush. Really nice brush. How many times can I say brush? The Morphe E31, this is another one that I like for foundation, but I don't need all of these foundation brushes, so I'm gonna get rid of this one. And I'm also gonna get rid of the E54, even though I really do like this one. Oh crap, hang on. Maybe I'll get rid of this other E6. Why do I have 2 E6s? Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get rid of this other E6 brush, and I'm gonna keep this E54. This NARS angled like contour brush. I don't like this. I love NARS. You guys know NARS is my favorite high-end brand. NARS is my favorite brand in general, but this brush is super scratchy. It's not soft on the face, but I spent so much money on this. It was like $50. Ugh, I'm keeping it, even though I don't love it. I can't get rid of it. It was too expensive. I don't even know what this is. This is a Target brush. It's like you get it in a little set of like 5 brushes. It's like 10 bucks. I'm gonna get rid of this just because I never use it. And the e.l.f. powder brush, I have so many of these, so I'm gonna get rid of this one. I probably have like 4 of these, so we gotta downsize, people. Morphe E56. I never know what to do with this brush. I just feel like it's an odd shape. I don't know. So I'm gonna get rid of it because I never ever use it. This is an old ass Morphe brush. I don't even think you can get this anymore. It doesn't have a name or anything on it. I don't know yet what I'm gonna do with this one. I kind of don't want to get rid of it because I know you can't get it anymore. So I'm undecided on this one. Okay, moving on. This big ass fan brush. I'm getting rid of the Morphe E33, that's the name of it. I'm getting rid of this one only because I have their new one from their new collection, so I definitely don't need 2 giant fan brushes. So she's peacing out. And then this little LNY fan brush I'm also getting rid of. just because I don't need all of these fan brushes. Same with this Real Techniques one. Wait, is this a Real Techniques one? Sephora. This is a Sephora fan brush. I don't know, I just don't love fan brushes. It's really cute though. Look at the hot pink little handle. But yeah, peace out, sister. And then I have all of these like flat brushes that I would use for baking. I don't think I'm gonna keep any of these because I already have like 3 in rotation. This Lorac one is kind of different though. This one's like a little thicker than most of them and it's very soft. I may hang on to this one. I'm kind of feeling this one. But these guys, the Sonia Kashuk, e.l.f. Morphe M458, I have another one of these, and the Makeup Geek Chiseled Cheek Brush. These are all going. The Morphe E57, I don't love these like paddle brushes. I usually use them for face masks, but this one is shorter than like a normal foundation brush, so I'm gonna get rid of this one. I don't use it. And the Morphe G9. Ooh, this would be really nice for a face mask. I'm gonna take this up into my bathroom and use this for a face mask. And then this, you guys have seen this before, the Makeup Forever 108 brush. This is my favorite flat, like paddle foundation brush. This is so amazing for applying face masks. It's so soft. Makeup Forever brushes are the softest brushes. I love them. They're very luxurious. They're very expensive. But yeah, this is my backup face mask brush. It's bomb. Okay, I'm cruising through this. This little Morphe brush, it doesn't even have a name on it. Let me move these over so you guys can see. I think I'm gonna get rid of this one just because, look at all these brushes. You gots to go, biznatch. And then the Sedona Lace 376 brush. This is an awesome powder brush. Oh, I love this brush, but I have so many powder brushes, so I should probably, I gotta get rid of it. I have to. And this NYX 04 brush, I'm going to get rid of. It's like a duo fiber brush, but it's also kind of like a, I don't know, like a weird little foundation brush. I don't know how to explain it, but I never ever use it, so I'm getting rid of it. I'm also going to get rid of the Morphe G1. It's just another brush that I never know what to do with. I feel like it's too big for blending out concealer. It's not right for contouring. It's just an odd little shape for me, so she's going to go. I'm also getting rid of the Beauty Junkies flat kabuki brush just because I have too many kabuki brushes, like flat kabuki brushes, but Beauty Junkies is a really good brand you can find on Amazon. Their products are awesome. Their brushes are really, really great quality. I don't even think, oh yeah, I did use it. It's dirty, of course. Also getting rid of the Real Techniques cheek brush. I don't know if you can get this one anymore. It's not fluffy enough for blush. And I don't know, I just don't love it. So I'm gonna get rid of it. Oh, I am gonna get rid of this LNY powder brush. It's just not one of my favorite powder brushes. It's not super soft, and I have that Sigma one, this one, the F10, that I like better, and I don't need both of them. More powder brushes. I'm getting rid of this Sephora Rounded Powder 49 brush. This used to be like one of my bays. I used to love this brush, but now that I feel it, I'm like, it's so scratchy and rough, and I never ever use it. Peacing out. The Morphe E52 I'm gonna keep. I really like this brush. This is a very good like powder, blush, bronzer. You can pretty much do anything with this brush. It's just a nice, it's kind of dense but kind of fluffy at the same time. It's a nice brush. I love this one. The Morphe E1. Oh, I had a love affair with this brush. This is such a nice powder brush. But I think I have like 3 of them. I don't know why, but I do. So I'm gonna get rid of this one. Oh, that's so sad. The Morphe E2. Oh, I love this brush for bronzer. I'm not getting rid of this, even though I have 2 of them. Keeping it as a backup because it's amazing. And then the Sonia Kashuk number 01 brush. This is such a good brush. You can get this at Target. Sonia Kashuk brushes are amazing. I have 2 of them that I love. The 29 for blush and the 01 just for like bronzer or powder. I can't part with this. I love this brush too much. It's like the never-ending brush video. Okay, I'm just gonna show you what I'm keeping. and what I'm getting rid of. Well, that's pretty much everything. What the F, Nicole? This Delium Tools 957 brush. Everybody raves about Delium Tools, but I don't know. I feel these and I'm like, they're not that soft. There's really nothing that special about them. Am I gonna keep them? I don't know yet. I'm on the fence. I'm still deciding. I am gonna keep the Morphe MB1 brush. This is just a really good powder brush and I love it and I'm keeping it. That's bottom line. Now this LNY brush I really like. I'm so sorry. They have no names on them, but it's like the perfect size for setting your under eyes. So I'm gonna hang on to this one. I'm actually gonna get this one out to use. This little NYX brush, this is the 05 brush. I feel like they were trying to do, let me find it. I have it right here, hang on. I feel like they were trying to do like this Sephora Pro Contour 74 brush, but they didn't quite get there because the NYX one is very scratchy and it's not rounded off. Like the Sephora one is rounded at the top. This one just like goes straight out and it just doesn't apply product very nicely. So peace out, sister. The MAC 188 brush. This is a good little duo fiber brush. I never ever use it, but freaking MAC brushes are expensive, so I'm not getting rid of it. Oh, I have another one of those LNY brushes. This one I'm gonna get rid of. I don't need two of them. They're like different colors, but they look like the exact same brush. Do you see that? It's like the same exact brush. Which one should I keep? Let me see which one's softer. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this one and get rid of this one. Another e.l.f. powder brush, which I am donating because I still have more in the mix. Morphe M509 brush. I like this for contour, not contour, for highlighter. So I'm gonna keep this one. Even though I have a few of them, I really do use these brushes, so I don't wanna get rid of her. Sigma F55, getting rid of this one. It's very similar to the MAC 188. But I like the MAC one better, so I'm gonna donate this one. I have two of the number 7 Heavenly Luxe conceal brushes from IT Cosmetics. I love IT Cosmetics brushes. They're so soft. I think I'm gonna get rid of both of these because I just don't love double-sided brushes and I don't ever grab for these. And I have decided I'm getting rid of this Morphe, this white like angled brush. It doesn't have a name or anything on it. I am gonna get rid of this. I just don't need it. Girl, I don't need it. Okay, a few more, then we're getting into eye brushes. So I have this double-sided brush from Crown. Girl, I don't even know that I've ever used this brush. Getting rid of it. This little e.l.f. brush. I have a few of these. I don't know what it's called. It doesn't have a name on it, but I have a couple of these, so I'm gonna get rid of this one. This Tarte brush, I'm pretty sure, yes, this is from Tarte. Now listen, I love Tarte, but this brush feels like fishing line, like nylon fishing line. It is not good at all. Oh my god, you guys have no idea how many brushes we have to go through yet. This is such a sin. Okay, so out of these guys, these are new brushes from Morphe, but like this G32 brush, what do I do with it? What? I don't know what to do with it. It's like a baby mini flat top brush, but I just can't figure out what to do with it. I'm gonna hang on to these just because I just got them and haven't really had a chance to play with them. But like, look at this one, the Morphe G33. This is such an odd brush. It's like diamond shaped almost, like a little triangle. I don't know, that kind of scares me, but I am gonna play with them. Okay, Makeup Forever 122 brush. Let me move these out of the way so you can see. This is my favorite duo fiber brush of all time. It's so incredibly soft. It's really nice for wiping away bake. This is one of my OG, like, don't try to take that brush from me because you will get cut and stomped. Oh, here's the Sonia Kashuk 29 brush. I love this brush for blush. Keeping forever. Love her. She's such a good brush. Okay, moving on. Oh, this little e.l.f. blending brush. I used to have a love affair with this little thing. It was so, well, I mean, it is still so nice for doing contour. I just don't use it very often. But this is a nice little brush. I really, really like this brush for contour. I'm gonna get rid of the NYX 08 brush. It's another duo fiber brush, but it's a little bit more flat than the other one. I just don't ever use it, and that's why we're here today, to get rid of shit. Powder brushes out the ass. Here's another Morphe E1 brush. Did I keep that one, or oh, I got rid of it. So this is the one that I'm keeping. Gave one away, keeping one. And then the Morphe E41. This is like the perfect microphone if you're dancing around in your bedroom. Like, tell me that does not look like a microphone. What am I gonna do with this brush? I don't know. I'm gonna keep this one. I'm gonna keep this one because I really do like this. The Morphe E2, I kept one. God, how many of these do I have? I thought I only had 2, but I must have 3. So I'm gonna get rid of this one. Snaps. These guys, I still didn't show you guys my holy grail brushes. We're gonna get to that. So these are like backup brushes that I just have kind of sitting around that I never ever use. So I'm getting rid of this angled stippling brush from Makeup Geek. I just don't ever use it. Like, I love Makeup Geek, you guys know this, and her brushes are great quality. There's nothing wrong with this. I just don't ever find myself grabbing for it, and it just sits here. Okay, the Sephora Pro Smoky Crease 31 brush. I don't know why I haven't been using this. That looks like a good little crease brush. I'm gonna have to get this bad boy out and show it some love. Yes, yes, gold. Ah. Get in there, get in there. Don't talk back to me. Oh gosh, like look at all of these. See, here's another one of those brushes, that same shape, the Morphe E8. Ugh, I have so many of them. Getting rid of this one. The Morphe E7. I had one of these that I already got rid of, and I'm gonna get rid of this one because I don't ever use it. The Beauty Junkies Tapered Blending Brush. This is an amazing, amazing crease brush. Can you guys see? Maybe it's better that way. This is awesome. This is very inexpensive. It works beautifully as like a transition brush or just to put powder in your crease. It's a really nice brush. I'm keeping this. I love fluffy crease brushes. They're like my weakness when it comes to makeup brushes. This double-sided brush, I have no idea where it came from. I have had it for probably 20 years. I'm getting rid of it because I don't ever use it. Oh my God, you guys, look at all of these freaking brushes. This is a sin. Here's a Morphe M459. I'm keeping this one because I really like this for putting translucent powder on, like for baking, to get that really sharp line. Keeping this one. But I have some brushes from the Balm. Like this brush is so disgusting. I've had it for so long. But like this brush, I never ever use. It's double-sided. I never grab for this. Or can you guys, is that in focus? I'm so sorry if it's not, but I'm getting rid of this one. And then I have a couple of these like flat little mini like foundation paddle brushes, getting rid of. It's double-sided. It's from Borghese, but I would never use this brush. I just don't really care for these brushes. Getting rid of the Morphe E24 brush. This is like a large pencil brush, but I use my E36. That is my ride or die pencil brush, so no other pencil brush gets any love, ever. Never. The Sophie 100, yeah, okay. The Sophie 100 brush, I'm getting rid of this one as well. I don't know, I just can't get down with that shape. It's weird. Getting rid of this LNY, it's like a fluffy, flat packer brush, like to pack shadow on your lid, but it's a little bit too fluffy. So it doesn't really pack the shadow on that well, so I'm getting rid of him. This used to be my holy grail under eye setting brush, the Sigma F35. I used to go hard with this brush. But I have a few of these, and I have like a rose gold handled one, so I'm gonna get rid of this one. Also getting rid of the Clover, sorry, we're back into face brushes now. I don't know why, but I just have a few. The Clover foundation brush. I could keep this for face masks. Maybe I will actually do that. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna keep this for face masks, as I just said. Stop repeating yourself. You hear me. This Morphe M500 brush, I never know what to do with this brush. Like, it's too fluffy to really like set your under eyes with, and it's too big to do like highlighter. I don't know. I really love the shape of it. I think it's very neat like to look at. I feel like it's cool and different, but I never know what to do with this brush. If you guys have this brush, let me know what you use it for. The M500 from Morphe. I'm curious. Yes, I am. Very. Oh, it's a Pat McGrath Buffer 003 brush that came with the, what was that called? The highlighter she came out with, Skin Fetish. I don't know what to do with this brush. It's not a highlighting brush because it's like, it's not tapered at the top. It's just, nah, I just don't like it. Okay, let's talk about the Sigma E40. This is the new Sigma E40. Let me show you the old one. It's my holiest of holy grail blending brushes. Here she is. I have two that I'll show you. So this one you can't get anymore. This is the old style. Do you see the difference? This one is so much fluffier. This is the most amazing crease brush ever. But they do still have this one with the pink handle. It's like it's from the Bunny collection, Mr. Bunny, Mrs. Bunny, something like that. This goes on sale a lot. So keep an eye on Sigma's website, but don't buy this one. The new E40, like the regular one that they have on their site, it's not as good. You have to get this one. And a lot of times, like I said, this will go on sale. If it does, get like 3 of them. I'm telling you, this is the best transition. This is the best transition crease brush you will ever use in your entire life. I'm obsessed. I would die without this brush. That is dramatic yet true. Death would happen to my body if this brush disappeared. So I'm getting rid of this new one, the new E40, because it sucks. Like, why would you change it? This is the best eye brush ever made and you change it to this. Come on, Sigma. What you trying to do to people? Oh my god, you guys, look at all of these brushes, and I think I'm getting rid of most of these. These are all like pencil brushes, little pointer eyeliner brushes that I just never ever use. Oh my gosh, we're gonna be here forever and ever. But like, I have so many of the same brush. Like, they're all of these super teeny tiny. Like, I don't need 500 of them. Look at this little baby fan brush. It's so cute. It's the Morphe E40. Look at it. It's adorable, but what am I gonna do with that? Nothing. And I really don't see anything that I think I need to keep. But look at this Lancome brush. This is the Eyebrow Reshaper. Girl, what am I gonna do with that? That looks damn scary, in my opinion. Like, I don't know what they want me to do with this. I'm afraid. I'm afraid. Okay, now we're finally gonna get into my holy grail brushes. So let me set these guys down. So I've been trying out this e.l.f. fan brush. It's not a holy grail brush, but I'm telling you, it's one of the best fan brushes. Other than that Morphe gunmetal one, this is probably the best one that I've ever used. Like, it's e.l.f. It was so inexpensive, so good. Wayne Goss brushes are my freaking weakness. This is the 00 brush. Oh my god, this is one of the best brushes I've ever used in my entire life. I love setting my under eyes with this. It is so soft. It is soft on another level of soft. His brushes are so expensive. You basically need to sell a kidney to buy one of his brushes, but they are so luxurious, so good, like so high quality, and they're just really well made. So the 00 brush from Wayne Goss is my favorite brush that he does, along with this airbrush. It's called the Wayne Goss airbrush. Oh my god, this for setting your under eyes is so, like, I can't even tell you how soft this brush is. You can't even imagine. Imagine the softest thing that you've ever felt in your life and multiply it by 5. That is this brush. It's so good. Usually brushes that are like so soft, they don't apply product very well. This one applies powder beautifully. Like it puts it on so light and thin and airy. I can't say enough good things about Wayne Goss brushes. I love them. And then I also have the Wayne Goss 02 brush, which I'm just getting into. I just recently got this one. I feel like this would possibly be good also for setting the under eyes, or maybe even for contour, possibly. I don't know, I'm gonna play around with it, but god damn is it soft. Morphe M444, I love this one for foundation. I think I like the 439 a little bit better, but this one is super bomb, one of my all-time favorite foundation brushes. The Morphe M501 is one of my, if not my favorite brush for applying highlighter. I love this brush, and I also have been using this on my eyes in my crease. Like if I have a super light transition shade, I will use this, and it's an amazing brush. I have two of these and I love both of them. And then the Morphe M510 is very similar. They're almost the same size. The 510, this white one, is a little bit fluffier, but this one I use for the same thing, for highlighter. It's so good for highlighter. It just puts it on so nicely. I love this brush. Oh, and then I have the Wayne Goss 04 brush. This one is like a crease, like a tapered crease brush. I haven't really played with this one very much yet. I used it a little tiny bit, so I can't really give you guys like my opinion on it, but soft out the ass. And the Wayne Goss 02 brush, this is just a little pencil brush. I do really like this one. This one is good. If anything, we're gonna give my E36 from Morphe a run for its money, it would be this guy. And then my holy grail concealer blending out brush. Yes, concealer blending out brush. The Morphe G2. Oh my god, this is one of my top 5 all-time brushes. You just put your concealer on and then you blend it out with these. They are so good. Nothing, not even a beauty blender, blends out concealer like my Morphe G2. I freaking would die for these brushes. I'm not even kidding. I love them so much. And then my NARS Ita brush. You either love this brush or you hate it. There's no in between. I love it. I love it so much. I've had this brush for a very long time and it is amazing. It contours beautifully. I love it. I'm one of the lovers. I don't hate it. I freaking love it. And then the NARS Yachio Kabuki brush. I have had a love-hate relationship with this. I love it, then I hate it, then I love it. Right now I'm in the loving stage. I really love this for blush. It just applies blush so beautifully. It's not the softest brush. It's a little bit scratchy and it was very expensive, but it's really nice. Now I have been testing out, let me find her. There is a Japanese brush that is pretty much a perfect dupe for this. Why can't I find it? I always have them together. Hang on. Here she is. So this is the Japanese one. This is the NARS one. They look very similar. The Japanese one is a little bit longer and a little less fluffy. But I mean, this is like $20. This is like $60. So you're saving a lot of money. And I think they do pretty much the exact same thing. I actually kind of like the Japanese one because I feel like you could even contour with this one because it's so tapered. But it's still really good for blush. They both apply blush beautifully. Definitely dupes. Like they perform the same task even though their shape is a little bit different. I just totally knocked my camera over. Holy shnikes. I think we're okay. I think we're okay. I don't know if we're in the same spot we were before and I have just brushes everywhere. Oh my gosh, that was scary. Okay, some of my favorite eye brushes. The Sigma E55, the best brush for packing shadow onto the lid. I love this. I have not found one that I like better, and I have the little mini guy, and he works just fine for me. I don't have the full size, and I don't want it. I love this one. And of course the Sigma E40. This is my #1 brush. Out of every brush that I own, this is the #1 brush that I feel like you need in order to do good eyeshadow. This one and the MAC 217. If you have these two brushes and a good pencil brush, you can basically do any eye look, in my opinion. The MAC 217 is phenomenal for blending, just for blending in general. Now there are dupes, like the Morphe M433, like these are basically the exact same brush. They work the exact same, they apply product the same, so you can't really tell the difference, but you just need a good blending brush this size. It's not too big, it's not as fluffy as the Sigma E40. Everybody needs a brush like this, in my opinion. The Sophie 320 is awesome for putting shadow on the lid, but also for doing your brow bone. I love this for the brow bone. I always grab for this. And then the Sigma E21. You guys see me use this for my inner corner all the time. It's my favorite inner corner brush. I love this little thing. It's so super tiny, but it's like the perfect size to get into your inner corner. Love, love, love this little guy. And then this is my LNY brush. It doesn't have a name, it just says LNY. You can find these on eBay. Now you saw I didn't love some of their face brushes, but this blending brush is a perfect dupe for the MAC 217, the Morphe M433. This brush is amazing. And then I do really like this BH Cosmetics 101 brush. This is an awesome brush as a transition brush or just as a fluffy crease brush. It's really good. Same with the NYX 16 brush. This is such a nice brush for blending out shadow. It's drugstore, it's inexpensive, and it's really, really nice quality. And then the Wet n Wild. What is it? It has no name on it. That's the only thing that annoys me, but it's like their fluffy crease brush. This is really good. This is like $2, $2 or $3 in the drugstore. This performs way better than I thought it would. I don't love all of the Wet n Wild brushes. There are a few that I'm like, but this one, this is probably my favorite one out of all of the brushes that they've come out with. This is really great. This is my beloved Morphe E36. This brush is phenomenal. The best pencil brush you will ever use in your entire life. End of story. The Anastasia A23 brush is my favorite highlighter brush. This and the Morphe M501, M510. This is the one that I grab for the most, probably. I don't know, there's just something about this shape that I love so much. It applies highlighter beautifully. I really, really love this brush. This one and the two Morphe ones that I keep talking about are my favorite highlighter brushes ever. Coming down the final stretch, guys. I know you've been here for a long time. My favorite powder brush of all time is the Makeup Forever 130 brush. The softness of this brush is on another level. It doesn't even make sense how soft this brush is. If you want to treat yourself to a super luxurious powder brush, you need the Makeup Forever 130 brush. Oh my god, you guys, you can't even imagine the softness. Like, you can't. You cannot. Okay, the Morphe E3 is the best blush brush in the history of blush brushes. It's a little fluffier than I would normally go for a blush brush. Did they change? I know they came out with a new collection, but I'm hoping the E3 is still the same. I think you can still get this. If you can, I'm so terribly sorry. I haven't really studied their website since they brought out the new collection, but the Morphe E3, the original one, is phenomenal for a blush. It is bomb. And then I love the Kat Von D Shade Light double-sided brush. I was only using this side to set my under eyes, but I've started using the angled side for contour, and I love this brush. I even use this side for contour. This is probably the only double-sided brush that I've ever really truly loved. This is so good. Here we go, here we go. So this is the new E3 brush. So they're pretty much, yeah, they're the exact same brush. The new one might be a little less fluffy, which is fine with me because I use this for blush. It's so funny, I grabbed both of these to show you guys. So either way, the Morphe E3, you will not go wrong. It's such an amazing blush brush. Oh my gosh, I love it so much. And the Too Faced Mr. Right brush, this is the perfect powder brush. It is the perfect powder brush. I love this for bronzer. I love it for translucent powder, for setting the entire face. Such a cute brush. And look, it's so adorable, but it performs beautifully. It's such a good brush. So, so, so nice. The Morphe E53. Oh my God. I'm so in love with this brush. There's another one too. Hang on. The E49. Yes, right here. E49 and E53. This is the E49 on top. Well, my top. Yes, your top as well. Okay. I mean, my bottom. It doesn't matter. The E49 for setting your under eyes is perfection. I am in a serious committed relationship with this brush. And the E53 I also like for setting the under eyes and setting the entire face. It's just the perfect size. It's soft. It just like, I don't know, these two are so good. These are my favorite two from their new collection. They're just phenomenal. I love brushes this shape and size. They're fluffy, but they're still kind of tapered. Like these brushes just do something to me. And then this little e.l.f. brush. This came in a set of like 10 brushes. It was so inexpensive. These brushes are amazing. These silver handled brushes, I'm pretty sure you can only get them in a set. If you see that set, it comes in a little black like zipper pouch. Get it. It's probably only like $15 and every brush in the set is bomb. I have a few brushes that I am always grabbing for, and when I see that they're e.l.f., I'm like, seriously, like how are these brushes so high quality when they're so inexpensive? But they are. And I really love this one for powder, for blush, for bronzer. I pretty much use this one for whatever. I grab for this one all the time. Okay, we're coming down the home stretch. So this is the brush that I usually use for baking, the Morphe E55. Any type of flat brush like this, I like for baking to get that really sharp line. I also love the Real Techniques. Is this the blush brush? Yes, the words are off because I have used this brush so much. This is good for powder. This is good for blush. Again, it's inexpensive. It's from the drugstore. I need a sip, excuse me. Real Techniques does some of the best brushes you will ever find. And this is probably my favorite brush that they do. This one and their multitask brush, I think that's what it's called. That one is amazing as well. And then this Wet n Wild, I'm pretty sure this is the powder brush. I really like this one. It is so incredibly soft. I didn't think it was gonna do anything, but it does. I've been using it more for blush and bronzer, but it works really well. I really, really like this one. I'm surprised by how much I like it. Oh, and I forgot to show you guys the Morphe E48. This is another one I like for setting the under eyes. I use this one to contour. I've been contouring with this one quite a bit. This is another versatile brush that just is so bomb. E48, E49, E53, your life is complete. You guys look at this. I'm getting rid of all of these eye brushes. All of these eye brushes. And wait till you see this. Just, are you ready? These are all the brushes that I'm getting rid of. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I did so good. I'm so proud of myself. This is insanity. Oh my god, they're like flying off the table. I'm gonna leave you guys with this site. This is what I'm getting rid of. Feast your eyes. Feast your eyes on this pile of gorgeousness. So I hope you guys enjoyed going through my collection with me, seeing what I'm getting rid of. Are you guys proud of me? I never get rid of this much stuff. Yeah, I love you guys. I really wish I could have gone through every single brush with you, but I know we've already been here for a long time, so I'm gonna leave you guys right now. I love you guys so much. I have so many good videos coming in my new beauty room, so I hope you guys are excited. And yeah, I love you guys. Tell me your favorite brushes down below, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!
Driver. Why am I on YouTube looking like a truck driver? Oh, snappers. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I fucking love you bitches. And you're, I'm a hoarder. I'm a brush hoarder. Let me live. Don't judge. Don't judge. Don't judge.